Okay, so here are the rails, and here is our show.
Completely off. Completely gone today. What in the world? Derailed.
Yay, you're here. Welcome to the CK and GK podcast. Let's get going.
It's finally Tuesday.
Oh my goodness. It's our season finale, you guys. We have done
The
this
end
now.
of season 3.
I know, 3 seasons in. This is our 120th episode,
Nuts.
if you're counting.
We're on our track to do 121, guys.
We just need one more. So we are, and we've had a busy summer. We've had some gaps in programming. We've done every other week, and then we didn't do any weeks. And so we're just catching up on all the things we've loved over the summer, but we just haven't shared with you yet. So here we are, episode 120, season 3 finale. Let's do this.
All right. So since we're talking about our summer faves, I'm going to call Caitlin Full Sun because there's nothing shady about her.
Wow. Unless like someone comes up to me and they're like, "Can I tell you something?" And then I'm like, yes, girl, spill it. Absolutely. Yeah. And I'll be shady then. And since she's done this with me for 3 seasons, 120 episodes, and she tolerates my incredibly ridiculous compulsion, if you will, to keep us going on this podcast train, that's Jenny, the greatest human being ever invented.
Wow.
I know. I love you. You're my favorite.
That was really nice.
Oh, well, thanks for
too.
everything you do for this show, because it's incredible. You guys, she produces I think I've done 7 episodes.
It doesn't even matter because I rarely log into our social media ever. So we all carry different parts of it. And like you said, you really are the one who keeps us going, because I probably would have quit a long time ago if you didn't keep it up.
It's okay. We're doing this. Okay, so before we get into our faves for the summer, I do want to share this fun shout out to someone named Serene Leeds, who gave us a review on Apple Podcasts, which if you haven't done that, you just need to scroll down just a little bit and then do a little tippy tap on some stars. We would appreciate 5 of them. Okay. But she said, "This is so much fun. What a fun discovery. These two are adorable together." Thank you. We know. And kicking things off with advice on the best teacher gifts. I'm sold, excited to listen to more. If you haven't listened to that episode, that's like our pilot, I think, about teacher. Yeah, it was 121 episodes.
Okay, so I have a story about that.
Okay.
I was in a meeting a few days ago where we were talking about a school supply drive. And they were saying like, hey, we really want to buy name brand products. Like, it really does make a difference, not just because they last longer, but also like these kids are having school supplies donated to them. It would be nice if they got nice things donated to them.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And like the difference in buying, off-brand markers versus Crayola markers comes down to like 89 cents, but it's a huge difference. And so someone said, yeah, and, teachers really like those flare pens. I was like, yeah, I didn't at first, but now I'm like super into them. And I pull out my bag where I have multiple different colors of flare pens, all labeled with the label maker you gave me, with what they represent in my planner.
Ooh.
And this woman says, oh my gosh, I thought flare pens were pens with flare on them. I have been buying teachers funny looking pens for years, thinking I was knocking it out of the park.
Oh dear. Oh, but it's kind of precious, but also
it was adorable. And I was like, yeah, no, we are not looking for pens with little bouncing snowmen on the top.
No, I don't need a charm on my pen. I want a pen that writes really well, and it writes like the exact same way every time. I don't
Yeah,
care
it
about
was
having a
so
bouncing,
funny. I
a
was
little
like,
hula
oh my
dance
gosh,
around.
you are thinking of Flair, like from Office Space. This is not the same.
I love that. That's so adorable.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, you want to kick it off. You want to hit it out of the park with your teacher first thing. Get them a thing of Flair pens to start the year. They
Yep.
probably already bought their own because they love them, but also they'll use yours first because it
Well, and they come in a bajillion colors, so just buy
yeah.
some wacky colors.
Yeah, buy like the bold ones or whatever, tropical
Yeah,
theme because they didn't
I
do
was just
those.
dying. I thought it was so funny. She was like, "Oh, I did not know that that's what Flair pens were," and I have been telling everyone to buy Flair pens for a long time. Hopefully, they knew what I was saying because I didn't.
Oh, well,
Okay,
whoever that
so
is, precious. Love it.
yes, yes, we are here to talk about things that we are loving this summer, and of course, because it is 2024. The thing I am loving is the Olympics are here.
Yay! Oh my gosh. I, you know how much I love the Olympics. I'm glad you brought this up. I'm so pumped for this. We were watching Olympic trials and Sam is super into track already, which is like one of the best things to watch, if you ask me. So yeah, I'm excited about this.
Especially if you have ADHD, because it takes 7 seconds.
But also,
Like, okay, he just
this
pole
is
vaulted. That's the whole sport.
right. This is the problem for me because I'm one of those people who will like get distracted while I'm listening to a podcast and then I'll miss like a crucial 24 seconds of what they're talking about. And then I'll skip backwards twice, hear the same line, and immediately tune out
And
again
then
exactly where I
still,
tuned out
yep.
before. So this is going to be really good practice for the rewind function on my television because otherwise I'll miss all the races while I get distracted.
That is
Ridiculous.
funny.
Ridiculous.
So I saw when they were running the torch through Paris, they took it into the Louvre, but they made a special torch that was a lantern that was like contained to the fire so that
Oh
they weren't
yeah.
running through a museum full of priceless artifacts with an open flame. And I just thought that was so cool. Like, how thoughtful that they figured out a way to make this happen.
And commercialize it at the same time, right? Like everyone knows the Louvre, so it just, of course, you have to run through it, but also that is a very cool thing. The things that people can come up with right now are pretty impressive, and that's a good one. I missed the torch running. I was celebrating my brother's wedding, and I missed all of the opening ceremony stuff. So I have it recorded. I have to go back and
That's
watch
okay.
the stuff
It exists on the internet.
it does exist on the internet and probably just the good snippets are available where I where I care, like an Instagram Reels.
I mean, that's how I found out about the torch. I went back and watched videos after someone shared that it
Yes,
had been carried through the Louvre.
exactly.
Okay.
All
Speaking
right.
of on Instagram.
Yes. Um, I have a thing. This is really unhealthy. My Instagram. This, in case you aren't aware, when we are on social, the primary place you can find us is on Instagram. That is where our people are. That is where I like to be. I don't like to be on X, formerly known as Twitter. I'm just not. It's just not a healthy space
No,
for
it's
my
bad.
brain. So Instagram and Threads are where I want to be. So when I'm there, when you're interacting with us, that I'm the one there. Anyway, I found an account through our account, of course, because now I have like 4 different ones because I have one for work, I have one for us, one for myself, and then like a burner one. But this one is through ours that I found, and the account is I don't know how to say her name. It's like Tamia Overes, TMAIAOVERES, and I'll link it in the blog post for this episode. And she has a parakeet that is
Dude,
named.
you love these bird videos.
I cannot help it. This one is really funny, and her parakeet is named Prince, and Prince is a girl,
Okay. Okay.
and Prince, there's a. She also does like makeup tutorials and like stuff like that, which those are not the ones I care about, but she makes this bird like hyped up. She and her partner hype this bird up so much. And there's what they call the forbidden cabinet. and every once in a while they'll like put things in the cabinet and then they'll open it up for Prince and it's like a play space for her. So
Oh
one
my
time
gosh.
they put tiny little pink solo cups and pink disco balls in there, and Prince got to play in the cabinet, and they like intentionally go completely crazy. But then one of the things they'll do is when she chirps, they'll be like, they'll say that she's saying die to them or like feral chirping, feral growling inside a cup.
Wow.
It's adorable and funny. And sometimes they yell like Christopher. I don't know why Christopher for her nickname cracks me up so
This is
much,
like
but
John calling me Benjamin.
yes. Or my boss calling our partner Jimothy. Like it's just
Yes.
like a thing that just makes me laugh. And anyway, if you want something that will, if you like the bird videos or funny animal videos, this is a good one to go look at. And it just makes me smile. So something I haven't shared yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I am very late to this party, like years behind, but I have been so interested by Glittergate.
I do not
How
know
much
what
do
this
you know about?
is.
Okay. All right.
So I'm even later than you. So tell me
in
all about it.
22, a New
Oh
York
dear.
Times reporter went to the place where the most glitter is made, which is New Jersey.
Oh dear.
I think that's funny.
Yes, it is.
Anyway, she goes to the glitter factory and tours it. As part of the tour, she asks, like, hey, who buys the most glitter? And the person giving her the tour says, oh, you'd be surprised, but it's confidential. So this goes into the New York Times article.
It's
and
confidential.
It's confidential. So in late 22, early 23, the internet is exploding with conspiracy theories about who is buying the most glitter. And so there are some running theories. One is it's the boat business because there's a lot of glitter in boat paint. There are a couple others that, you know, are kind of wacky and out there and don't really make sense. But the second one that is like most people are into it is toothpaste.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh, I hope not. Oh, that is horrible.
But the one that has me like on edge and so excited is the US military. Okay. So
tell me what the theory is behind this, because I need to know.
Besides the glitter that would go in the paint to make things sparkle, planes like fighter jets, in order to confuse the radar of enemy planes, will eject this mass into the air that helps hide them.
Okay.
And it's essentially glitter. So like, eat my dust, eat my glitter. Like, and so there's this whole thought that the United States military is buying up all the glitter so that they can blast it at our enemies.
Oh man, somewhere like the entire Pride Parade community is like, yes.
But also,
I'm like,
think about
yes.
it. You know, you hate someone, you send them one of those glitter bombs. Like,
yeah,
this is
so funny. This is glitter bombing in actuality.
Yes. Like an actual evasive maneuver is throwing glitter at someone.
I love it. When I worked at a bank, I worked with two very lovely men who we used to spend a lot of time talking about all things related to glitter, and we would do glitter snaps, and I would put it in my hand and then like do like an arc snap kind of noise thing, but the glitter would all fall out in like an arc rainbow.
That's amazing.
It was really fun, but my boss did not like it. And I would always end up, glitter like doesn't come off, right? So it's like stuck to your hands, and there would be glitter on money that you could tell that I touched the money because it had some little bits of glitter on it.
So anyway, your money had glitter on it and you're going to blame it on the bank.
Yep, it's the bank's fault.
It's the bank's fault that your money had glitter. All those singles covered in glitter.
Wow. Yeah, okay. Your hands would always be dirty. And there were definitely people who came in with lots of singles. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Or like they would come in and cash their check and say they want this many singles at the end.
Oh, that's funny.
And you'd be like,
okay.
No problem. Oh, but then you have to count it out.
Will you be enjoying the state dinner?
the like heated buffet style. I can't.
Okay. Anyway,
Okay.
that's enough of
Okay.
that.
Once again, mine are not as cool as yours, but it's Texas, it's hot, and I don't know about you, but I don't go outside in the summer as much as I can. Like I go outside when it's early morning and it's dark out
Yeah.
because it's too hot. And
I say people who live in the Northeast, like they just spend December, January, and February inside. We just spend June, July, and August inside, unless you're by water.
Through September and early October, because it is not okay here.
No.
I have to say this. I don't know how much you're on Threads. I saw a thread the other day that was like talking about Austin and how someone said they stopped reading a book because the author said In-N-Out was the most popular burger joint in Austin.
Oh my
because
gosh.
they were like so offended by it. And then
I would totally quit that book.
Yeah. And then someone else called Mopac Loop 1 and they immediately put the book down. They're like, it's not authentic anymore. But then someone else said, this is why I couldn't watch that show that Reba McEntire was doing because she was supposed to be living in Houston. And one day her daughter came in from outside in September wearing a wool sweater. And ain't nobody wearing a wool sweater in Houston in September. Like, oh my gosh, yes, I remember that. Anyway, that's Texas right now. So because of that, and because I'm a redhead who does not tan, I have to use self-tanner. And I found a good one. Have to. I don't have to. I don't mind being pale, but sometimes I want to not be pale all the time, right? So I found a good one. This is a good one, and it's not expensive.
Well, that's
and it's
good.
Available on the store where things come in 2-day delivery, and it has everything from A to Z. Yes. And I will put it in the list of products that's on our website. But it's called B-Tan, as in B.tan. Okay. Self-tanner. And you can buy it with a mitt or without. But the thing I like about it is that it's got like 12 different shades of tan that you can choose from. So you can go as light or as dark as you want. Yeah. And it's not, the base of the tan is not orange. It's gray, which sounds very strange. But when you put on fake tanner and it's got an orange base, as it starts to fade, it looks orange. And if you mess up or put on too much, it looks orange. So this one has like a gray or purple base. And it doesn't make your skin look gray or purple as it fades, but you don't look orange in those weird patches where you accidentally have too much. And I know this because at one point I had like a knee that looked like Marilyn Manson in 2000 and a knee that looked like Paris Hilton in 2000. So I was like, oh, I got to go back in and fix it. But like I had a mitt. And I did all the things you're supposed to do before, but I really love it. And the tan lasts for like 4 or 5 days before you start to really feel like, okay, it's time for another round. So there you go. If you need a new self-tanner, because you don't go outside, there you go. Oh, you tan though. You tan really easily. Like you can go outside for 15 minutes and you'll be like a golden color that I just don't get. One day my freckles will connect. And then my dermatologist will hate me. But in the meantime, like, I got to do something.
No, my mom has skin that really tans well. So,
no, you got that in you.
With the combination of my mom and then my pale dad, who changes bucket hats from dry to wet because he doesn't want to burn his scalp.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. So, I sent you this a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely one of my highlights of the summer.
Okay.
Peaches and Diesel 104 on Insta created her Dateline NBC murder book.
This was so
and it
funny.
is a binder that lists out like all the suspects, what kind of things she's interested in, pictures that she wants put up of her. Like, here's a picture of me being really affectionate with my children. I'm a good mother.
Right.
Here is a terrible looking picture of my husband, because if I'm dead, he's the number one suspect and I don't want him looking cute. This is the picture where he looks murdery.
And it's got like motives in it. So it's like, here's all these other suspects. If it's not my husband, here's all these other ones. And here's what happened to make them want to kill me.
And so she like keeps it updated. And I was like, I want to have a party where we all make our own
Dateline scrapbook.
binders.
Like, to be clear, this is what would happen if the Dateline episode is about her and Keith Morrison is narrating.
Yes.
Like her murder story. It's so funny.
It's so good.
It was like a few minutes of a watch, like to go through it with her. It was totally worth it. I'll dig it up out of my DMs and pull it up because it's really funny. Okay. My last one, again, Instagram, you guys. I saw an ad for I get served intense ads and they know me, and I'll buy stuff on Instagram like with a drop of a hat. It takes like nothing. Several times. So this is a company called Baltic Born, and I just saw their ads on Instagram and I was like, okay, these dresses are pretty cute. Like these are pretty, and I was in the need of a dress because I was preparing for my brother's wedding. I had dresses, none of them were dressy enough, but this was a full Catholic wedding, which meant I needed to have sleeves, and the sleeves needed to be a certain width in order for me to feel like I was being appropriate and comfortable, and not a requirement, but just for my own level of comfort.
For your own, right.
Yeah, exactly. Having been in several masses with Catholic weddings, there's a real urge for me to dress a certain way. Anyway, I found adorable dresses to the point where I was like, I don't know which one I need to buy. Like, I was really struggling. This place has the cutest stuff, and I found a dress for my brother's wedding that I feel, I'm not a very girly person, but I feel very girly and very pretty in this dress. I felt very confident in the dress the whole time, and a skirt for the rehearsal dinner, and other ideas for how to wear both of these things. And I found a jacket that was on sale in Girl Math. It was very inexpensive because it's normally this much money, but it was like, I don't know, 75% off, which meant I just had to buy it because otherwise, when am I gonna need? I know. So had to. And it's a long jacket that goes down to like the middle of my thighs, which I really love because I don't have a jacket that long. So all kinds of adorable things. If you haven't looked up Baltic Born, I would highly suggest if you need any, I mean, and it's like, there's like cute tulle and other, I don't know. It was just adorable.
I mean, I'm like looking at it right now and there's a lot of cute stuff on here and it's kind of mid-range in price. Like
yeah, totally reasonable. Yeah, completely reasonable. I mean, you don't want to dress. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you do want a dress that's $25. I've definitely done the $25 dress. I've done the $15 dress from Amazon.
I have sent back a lot of stuff from Shein.
Yeah, exactly. So I get it. This was like, this is my brother's wedding. I wanted to look nice. I wanted to have something that I could wear again and not feel weird. It's a good dress for other weddings too. So this is adorable stuff. Baltic Born is the name of the company. And I'll again link it in the blog post for this episode so you can take a look.
Love it. Okay, one last. I'm going to follow your Instagram pattern here.
Do it.
Tom McGovern 27. Okay.
Okay.
Tom McGovern is not for driving around listening to. He is definitely a earbuds in kind of guy. But his stuff is funny.
Okay.
He does one. First off, like he just had 1 million views on YouTube for rewriting Jack and Diane as every line is sucking on a chili dog.
What?
Sucking on chili dog. Sucking on a chili dog. Sucking on a chili dog. I mean, that's the whole thing. And he does that and got 1 million views on it. That's America for you. But he does this whole bit that's good band names versus bad band names. And he starts by saying, like, I don't care. Come at me, whatever. This is just how I believe. And goes through and says the names. And he's like, Soundgarden. Good band name. Maroon 5. Bad band name. Presidents of the United States of America. Just for getting away with it. Good band name.
Right. I mean, did he say why Maroon 5 is a bad band name?
Oh, he just said they're an embarrassing band, is what he said.
Oh.
But for the most part, there's not a lot of commentary. It's just like good, bad, good, bad. And he wrote a song about a baby lobster that I can't get out of my head. And the whole thing is like, look at this baby lobster. I can't believe it's real. And that's like the whole song.
All right. I'll find that account too, and we'll we'll get you that one. I part of like Instagram for me now at this point is just like, is there a happy place? Is there something
Yes.
sweet here that I can find? Is it something that's gonna make me laugh? It doesn't even have to be sweet. It can just make me laugh, and I'm all about it. So I'm interested in this band name one. I'll go find him and I'll share him with you guys. Yeah. Okay, we'll be right back.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah, we are.
And
I'm stretching. Sorry.
no.
My breath sounds weird because I'm stretching. Oh, there we go.
It's time for us to share our gem of the week, and this isn't gem of the summer. This is just something funny that recently happened to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think there's probably much better things that have happened this summer, but I recently accepted a new job.
Yeah,
that comes with an office.
Yeah.
And I am decorating my office and pulled out some things that I thought were worthy of hanging up. I got a frame made for my diplomas that like Abby totally rolled her eyes at, and she was like, no, this does not look good. But it puts both. Oh, no, it's totally fine. It is not aesthetically pleasing at all. It's what I wanted, but it is not in her minimalist, like neutral style.
She is a girl after my own heart.
It puts both diplomas in the same frame. And because I went to A&M for my undergrad, I got maroon matting on that one. And because I went to UNT for my master's, I got Kelly green on that one. Maroon and Kelly green do not go together.
They clash. I was thinking like a dark, like evergreen. Yeah. No. But nope. Okay. No. All right.
But, and it's, you know, it's like 1/4 inch matting. The whole thing is matted in a neutral color. I think it's black, and then it, the color is just the internal, like the little edge. Yeah. But still, it does stand out. And it's exactly what I wanted. I wanted school spirit. I wanted it to look like I went to both these places and enjoyed my time at both of them. But Abby just rolls her eyes. But that is not what this story is about.
Okay.
This story is about me putting other things out, laying them along the walls, and trying to decide what to hang where. And one of them is an award I won back in 2011. Teacher of the Year.
Oh.
And the certificate just didn't match the aesthetic of the office at all. So I remade it to match.
Oh, no. Tell me what it looks like.
So first off, it was portrait mode, so I switched it to make it landscape. I changed it. It had some bright colors. I kind of muted the colors a little bit. Instead of saying like Teacher of the Year in big font, it said thank you in big font. So I changed it so it says Teacher of the Year in nice big font.
Oh my gosh.
But I put the same 2011 date on it and slapped it in frame.
I was thinking that you might like frame both of them, just like you did for your other one. Like, here's the OG, the original one that they gave me, and then here's the one I made if I had been in charge.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. I said, you know what? I don't really like the way this looks in here, so I'm going to make it better.
Oh, goodness. That's
so if
amazing.
You are a listener who was in the parent-teacher organization in 2011, my apologies. I did keep the original certificate. It's in the frame behind the one I just remade. Also, thanks for not signing the first one, because then I didn't have to forge a signature on the second one.
Oh! You could have just, like, scanned it and then...
Oh, yeah.
Popped it on there.
Nope, it's fine.
Oh, it's all good. Okay. Well, mine happened this morning. I am trying to wake myself up, as you do on a weekend morning, and I'm lying in bed and my son comes in and joins me, but he's got one of our cats like in his arms, and I don't know, cats are fickle. This cat tolerates everything from Sam. Like, if I try to pick him up and hold him like a baby, he'll let me do it for maybe 15 seconds. He won't let my husband do it at all. But Sam can like drag this thing around like, and he just is like relaxed and purring and happy. Anyway, Sam plops this cat on the bed, like right near me. The cat comes over and says hello and starts purring, and I'm starting to pet him. And then Sam puts his face down and turns his head, and he goes, "Oh, Jack's butt is in my face." And I was like, "Yeah, you might want to move your face there." And he goes, "Yeah, I'm going to get pink eye." You don't pink eye from a cat's butt?
I mean, it is pink.
Ew.
So it makes sense.
Yeah. No, you get pink eye from the museum when you touch the stuff and then you touch your face. And we know this because this happened to my child earlier this year. You don't get pink eye from putting your face accidentally. It was an accident in cats' butts. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get
though,
pink eye.
because if it's not pink eye, it could be herpes.
Ew, cat herpes? Is that a thing?
No, remember Abby gave Kit
Oh,
herpes
yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah,
eyeball.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
I took him
I
to the
do.
doctor. I was going to say vet. I took him to the doctor and I was like, this is not pink eye. I know that I do not have the letters MD next to my name, but I do have 15 years of teaching experience. And I'm telling you, I can diagnose strep throat and pink eye real well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 100%. Oh, man. Well,
and she's like, yeah, you're right. This isn't pink eye. Does anyone in your house have any cold sores? Because this is herpes of the eyeball.
Oh my. Ew. That's, I don't want to think about it anymore. But
I can't.
My son did not get pink eye.
Story. No, he did not get pink eye.
He did not get pink eye from our cat's butt.
He just got pink in the eye.
Ew.
Sorry.
Yuck. It's okay. All right, we're going to wrap
this
this
time. You need to go online and give us some stars. Review us. Help us close season 3 with a great review. Tell your friends. We'll see you in season 4.
Yay! Okay.
Between now and then, make good choices.
And we'll see you in season 4. Bye!
Woo!
Hey friends, thanks for listening to the CK and GK podcast. Find us at CK and GK podcast on Instagram and Twitter, and rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Good Pods, or anywhere else that you pod. See you next time.